Welcome to my second Nendoroid video. Now Mirai was my very first Nendoroid, and I wanted her because I had become interested in smart dolls, and smart dolls are a creation by Danny Chu, and he created the Mirai character, so that's how I found out about Nendoroids. Then I found out that you can turn your regular Nendoroids into an articulated doll. So I looked at getting her a body. So I found a body on AliExpress called a YMY body. There were two different heights that I saw. They were like YMY 11 bodies they were called, similar to the Ibitsu 11 bodies. I went with the smaller of the YMY 11 body. Then while I was waiting for it, I ordered some Nendoroid sewing books, but then after watching a few YouTube videos, I realised that the Nendoroid authentic bodies are slightly different to the YMY and the Ibitsu 11 bodies. They're a bit different in their thickness and things like that, although very similar. So although some of the clothes can be compatible, not all of them. So authentic Nendoroid trousers could be too small on the other bodies. So I was concerned that the sewing books I had ordered were not going to be suitable for my Mirai, but the body was already on its way. So I looked at getting an authentic Good Smile Company body, an archetype body, because Good Smile Company do sell Nendoroid dolls these days. So I thought, well, it might be good to get one of these bodies, and it turns out it was a hell of a lot easier to order a doll than it was to order a body on its own. And I ordered Chika Fujiwara, a Nendoroid doll, because I wanted to use her body. However, I started watching the anime and then really enjoyed it, and I wanted to keep her as she is, and I loved it so much so I ordered the main character, Kaguya Shinomiya. So I ended up with 3 to begin with. So 1 regular Nendoroid and 2 Nendoroid dolls, and then I decided to get a boy Nendoroid doll because some of the sewing patterns in the books I'd ordered were going to have boy patterns too. Now Ryo was the first released Nendoroid doll, and he also had a female partner, Emily, but unfortunately at the moment I don't have Emily, but hopefully she is on her way to me. Now before Good Smile Company released Emily and Ryo, they did bring out the bodies first, so people were turning their Nendoroids into dolls before Emily and Ryo came along. Now this is the 2 Nendoroid dolls. Now one of them has got no feet on because these were both used dolls, and Kaguya's feet were stained from her black socks. So at this moment in time they're on a windowsill with some solution on it, and I'm trying to lighten it. And then in the top left there is the YMY body, which I've not unboxed, and a kimono and some shoes. Now I am going to unbox this YMY body. Now these bodies are going to be very similar to these dolls, but the feet on the authentic Nendoroid dolls are smaller than this YMY body and Ibitsu 11 bodies. So there are some little differences. That's why I needed both, because of the sewing books. I was worried they weren't going to fit. I have ordered a separate OB11 sewing book, but some of these patterns will fit both kind of dolls. So let's have a look at this YMY 11 body. As you may be able to see here, they do look very similar to the Good Smile Company bodies. This body also includes a stand and the things you need to put it together yourself, and it also comes with some hands and a female breastplate, plus some head and neck adapters. I did watch a good video actually, a comparison video between an Nendoroid doll and one of these YMY bodies, but I don't know if they had busted and a smaller busted lady, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, this is, so the difference is this is ball jointed. This is a ball jointed doll. If you can see, the joints are like that. But it's, I don't know if I don't think it's a strung. You know, like you get like BJDs, they've got a string in inside. I don't think this is a strung one. I think it's just ball jointed. But these are mainly hinged, I think. There's a couple of balls. I can see a ball joint there and there, but the arms are hinged on these. So these are the little shoes that I bought to go with the kimono. I'll just put them over her for a moment. Yeah, I think these shoes, maybe they would be, yes, you could use them. I think they're a bit bigger than their own shoes, but as long as you were using their doll stand, you could get them to work on these dolls. But they are more made for these. Hopefully it doesn't, yeah, they fit very well actually. Really snug. You get the sort of shoes you could take the doll out and you know they're going to stay on. And let's see them come off. Yeah, they don't pull the feet off or anything, which is good. Should we get, I'm going to get Mirai out. Now I am going to give Mirai her own video at some point because I've got a big Mirai as well, a smart doll size one. But I'm just getting her out and how she is at the moment. So I'm going to pop her head off, which I don't know if I've done that before. Maybe I have. Yeah, I have because I changed the face plates on them. So for this to work, I think I've got to take her own joint out of here from what I can see. Now what I discover in a moment is that Mirai has a different kind of face to my other Nendoroid dolls, and it's because she's a pre-300 Nendoroid. So their heads have changed after the 300th Nendoroid. So this body and the adapter will not work with her. So what I end up doing, I end up putting car gear Nendoroid head on the YMY body, and I put Mirai on her body, and that's the only way I can get it to work. I didn't mind doing that because I'd got another car gear which I could keep in her original form. Ah, I see. They're different, aren't they? I don't want to get anything mixed up. I'm learning on the job here. Yeah, basically they've changed them. I won't be able to give Mirai her own body at this time. Well, not with this one anyway. Okay, I've got another one of these dolls coming because of her staining. I found one that was quite inexpensive and I've got another one coming. So I might give Mirai her body because as I say, I'm getting another one. So let's do this. Then I decide to put Chica back together so I don't get things mixed up. So this Mirai will fit on here. That's what I was trying to get at. She'll fit on these bodies. This particular Mirai head won't fit on here. However, she is a pre-300 Nendoroid. So if you have a Nendoroid that is after the 300th, then you would be able to use the adapter to get it to fit the YMY11 body. So there we go, little Mirai with a body. But she's waiting for some feet at the moment. But that's her original body. So that's how different it makes her. Right, now we can demonstrate how this is going to work using this sort of head that will work. So basically any head that was made after the first 300 Nendoroid. Right, see that bit there? So I'm going to take that out of there. These are my little bits and pieces. So that's her original piece, and this is the piece we're going to be putting in. I'll take your hair off actually. Okay, I think that's how it goes. So we'll put that on the back of her head. Little Shinomia. And I've just wiggled that in like this. And there we go. Oh, how cute is that? But I'm just going to get a little bag for these. So to keep these safe, I'm going to put those in here. Now, I've got a choice with this, whether I keep that in her box or this YMY box, but because it's a Good Smile product, I'm kind of tempted to keep it in her own box, so I'll put that aside for a moment. So what I'm guessing happens is I think you can pull these arms out and then you change this chest piece. I think that just pops off the top, and then you can have it with the bust. But yeah, I'm going to choose to have it without at the moment anyway. And I've kept my why do I keep putting it in? YMY. I've got dyslexia, so I do get the letters mixed up sometimes. Oh, I've got a some kind of sticker in here. Maybe there's some instructions. I'll pop those in there. Yeah, I bought the smaller version. There is a taller version of this. And it's just showing you how things pop apart here. Yeah, those, it's showing you all the bits here, how they pull out and off. I'm guessing that neck might be just a spare neck, just in case you break it. Or maybe it's a neck extender, just in case you've got more bulky clothing or something on. And then it shows you how to build that stand. So I might leave that out actually. Oh, how cute do they look? Poor little Mirai, you will get some feet, I promise. Actually, this shade is not a bad shade at all for her. They're really, really cute. I'm going to get the boy out as well. I'm going to get him out now, okay? So here he is. Now, he was the first Nendoroid boy doll. There was him and Emily. Now, I have ordered Emily as well, but I don't know if she's going to be authentic or not. I'm not entirely sure. I'll just have to wait and see when she turns up. I don't know if there's any fakes. I think I've accidentally ordered a fake Nendoroid doll. I'm really new to this hobby, so yeah, these mistakes can be made, can't they? But yeah, he is Ryo. I've heard someone call him Rio, I think, but I call him Ryo. That's how I'd say it in my accent and language. Since recording this video, I've also heard somebody call him Yo. He's never been opened, this doll, so it seems anyway, until now. Oh, there's his stand. Oh, see, he's got that same bit, look, inside there. That's like this. You can see he's a different shade. That looks a bit longer, maybe. And there's instructions. There's nothing left in the box now. It just pops straight off, really easy. And then this is a mirror stand. See where they've glued the mirror on. Now, I'm really intrigued to see if he's got any staining. Now, the boys have these little closed fists that they come with. That's so sweet. Got little Ryo here. And he's got some spare hands and he's got shoes, and I know the shoes have magnets in them so they can stand on their stands, and their feet have magnets on them too. Now I don't know actually, did this doll have yeah, this doll's got magnets on her feet as well. They could be related, these two, couldn't they? Now she's on this body, she looks like an older sister. She's a bit taller. Now I don't know if that's because of the shoes. Let me take her shoes off a moment. If I try and get them level. Are her feet flat? I don't know, but yeah, she does make her look a bit taller, this body, doesn't it? Maybe I'll put one of the girls next to him who's got feet. She doesn't lie down on her back very well because she's got all this hair. Makes her sit up. Yeah, I don't think this is a good comparison. It's probably better to stand them up. But can you see what I'm saying? They're all very similar. But I think because I'm getting a sewing book that's made for these dolls, there might be some difficulties with trousers because of the thickness of the legs. There are a few subtle differences, basically. So this is the moment of truth. Shall we see if he's got any staining? Now, how are we going to get this off him? Is he meant to be stay in this outfit forever? Oh, thank goodness. I don't think he's got any staining. It looks like fluff. You see the magnets on his feet. Can you see how tiny his feet are in comparison to the YMY? That's why the Nendoroid shoes don't fit. I suppose you couldn't really see how tiny her feet are because she's got her socks on. But yeah, they're the same. See, I could have just put the socks on her and not worried that there's staining, but because I'm capable of removing staining, it takes a few days to do it with the sunlight and a zit cream. Now these two dolls, these two came with their own clothes, but her clothes have never been removed from box as it stands. Right, oh, I'm so happy. He doesn't have any staining, that's amazing. Where did his sock go? Oh, it's in there. Sometimes I've had to watch my own videos back. I've been doing Stitch Diary videos for years. I remember I'd show things and I'd lose them. I'd have to watch my own video back. That's when I didn't edit videos anyway, just so I could find something. There's holes in the back of these clothes so you can put the doll stand in. So let's get his little body. Oh, look at his little fists. So let's get Mirai over here because she's got obviously an authentic body on with no feet, obviously. But yeah, this is the difference with this boy and girl. They're rather I think the girl looks like she's a bit thicker set. You can't really see, can you? Not much difference really. She just looks a bit more feminine round the boob, doesn't she? He looks a bit more like he's got a peck. And but obviously this character has much bigger boobs in the anime than this character. So, but obviously that was her body. So I'm really happy that they've like kind of kept that. That's what happens. So yeah, this is what my collection at the moment. Now I'm getting a replacement of her anyway, but that I sort of did it on purpose because then I don't mind stealing her body because I'm getting an authentic one with her authentic body anyway. But we've got this kimono. Now the intention was I was going to put this kimono on Mirai, but this is really intended for this body, but they might fit both. So let's get it out. Now one of the sewing books I've purchased, I'm sure there's a pattern for a kimono of this size, so they could all get kimonos. It'd really suit her, wouldn't it? So I'm going to put this on the body intended. I've made kimonos, but I made a kimono before I had a ready-made kimono, and I really like having the ready-made ones because I can kind of look like what's meant to be open and what isn't open. But I've noticed with them all, they've all been a little bit different. Oh, which way does it go? Yes, I've done it the right way. The left side, her left side over right side. But if it's the other way, it's when you die. And these bows go around the back. It's a big decorative thing for the back. So her arms are quite short actually. But they're meant to come out of those holes at the side, like that. And we'll give her the little bag. I don't know if she's got a gripping hand in that set. Can you remember? I'll put it round her wrist and then turn it up so she doesn't drop it. Oh, she looks darling in it. How sweet does she look? Oh. Okay, here is little Shinomia using the YMY11 body and the clothes that I bought that I knew they were like OB11 size. But she's on that stand that came with it. So Shinomia was the one that had the stained feet, but she's on the YMY body. I've given her stained feet body to Mirai, and I'm currently trying to lighten the feet. They are looking a lot better, but they're not totally gone. If I get fed up of waiting, I could just put some socks on anyway and things, so you're not really going to see it. I just thought, because I'm able to remove stains, I'm going to try at least. And it's definitely lighter. And here's Ryo and Chica. And what I've done is I've taken all the black clothing off them. So Mirai, she hasn't got any clothing because she was a proper Nendoroid, so she doesn't have any clothing. And Shinomia's clothes, they have got, it's a black dress, and I don't want to leave it on them because I don't want to risk staining. Now Ryo has got some black shorts. He came with them on. He isn't stained, but I don't want to really take the risk. I'll put them on for photos. And Chica's got the same uniform, and that's got black on it. So I don't want to leave them with black clothing on and let them stain, because I've had green things stain Live dolls and purple. So it's not just black clothes items. You do have to be mindful. But I don't think I've had this pink kimono in Blythe size and had no problems with it. So yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that. But this is my happy little Nendoroid gang, which now are all Nendoroid dolls. Obviously 3 of them were dolls to start with anyway, just Mirai wasn't. She was a regular Nendoroid figurine. But I'm just waiting for a Nendoroid, 2 Nendoroid sewing books to arrive with little patterns in. They're coming from Japan. So then I'm going to make them clothes, which is going to be a lot of fun. So it's a new exciting adventure for me. The OB11 kimono does fit the Good Smile body. Okay, here are my second and third Nendoroid. Now Mirai, this is the box Mirai came in. I'll try and show you a picture of her. She is my first Nendoroid. Now I found out these are slightly different. She's a 271, and apparently the ones that they call them pre-300s, they're slightly different. This is why I had trouble when I wanted to put that YMY body on her. Now, the body she's got on at the moment is an archetype body, a Good Smile company. And it's a body I took from, I'm sorry, Doll Nudity now, Kaguya, Shinomiya. So that's the YMY body. So I had to do this. To be able to give Mirai a body, I needed to take a body from another doll because I hadn't got any spare bodies. You see, the bodies are quite hard to get. I found it easier to buy dolls than I do to buy bodies because they're like gold dust. So hopefully Good Smile will start making lots more of them. Well, anyway, what I did, because I didn't want her to not have her real body, you might have seen this in a previous Framer video, I'm not sure. I basically got her again. So I've got her in her original form. Someone was selling her quite inexpensive, and because she'd had stained feet and things, I think there's still a little bit of staining on I don't know if it's dirt or staining on her, but that's the thing I'm finding with the used ones, because people have been putting their school uniforms on them, and their socks on, the black socks come with this girl, and they stain their feet. Luckily, Chika Fujiwara, she wears white socks, and she has been in the uniform, I can see, so she has got a teeny bit of staining on her body, but it's nothing too major, luckily. And I could try and lighten it like I did with the feet that I've lightened her on this doll here on Mirai. So are we gonna get some dollies out? And here's little Ryo. I've took his trousers off because I don't want him to get any staining, because he currently, as far as I know, he doesn't look like he's got any staining on him, but I just love him. I love his little fists. Put him up, he says. But obviously these are Nendoroid dolls, so these are different to the Nendoroids. And then I find something else out. These aren't just a regular Good Smile. They are authentic. Right, I panicked for a moment, I did. Let me put my dolls down here. You can't see them, they're not in shot. But I'm putting them around. You might be able to see them a little bit. So, they are authentic, but it's Toy Tech that make these. And then I got a bit upset because I found out Good Smile had never done the Nendoroid version of these. They've only done the doll version of them. And I got really upset because there was a video, don't buy them, they're not the same quality and all this. And I was a bit upset about it. And then I found out maybe the things might not be compatible. But anyway, we're going to get them out and we're going to have a look. I'm going to see how compatible these are. Now, these have obviously been opened before. The seller actually messaged me. I bought one of my Kaguya's from him, and he messaged me saying, would I be interested in these? I was like, oh gosh, yes please. And he said, I'll give you a good deal. Now, what's really fabulous about these, this looks like the TV set in here. I don't know how well you can see this. I don't know if I think it comes out actually. Yeah, it's a backdrop that can be removed. And it looks like inside the school area, I think. There's a laptop on there and things. So that's really nice, isn't it? And yeah, and what I was hoping is I could use these faces, because if you have a look, the face, oh, sorry, Ryo's fallen over. The faces, that should be the same look, but there's some different expressions. Oh, I can see the stand. Now, what's good about these Nendoroids, I'll be able to leave them in, they're in their uniform, and I'm not going to have to worry about staining or anything. So this is a part of the doll stand that comes with them. Now we've got some symbols and things and a spare neck joint. These I'd have to translate. I'm guessing these are some of the phrases that she says. I'd need to see how you put this together. There's no instruction book in here, so I'm guessing there used to be. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's lovely. Sorry, can you see her? I'm watching this anime at the moment, so it's really lovely to see them. So these just twist around. These come off easy. She's got underwear. And I think their bodies separate as well. So they've, like there, look. And change the bottom half. She's not a pre-300, so her face should be like these, not like Mirai. Now there's a little piece in here. Oh, it's fallen. I could hear something clanging around. I don't know if these will stand. No. I believe that they've changed the boxes of these now. So I don't think they're as organised as they are here. Which I think has caused a bit of upset with collectors. This is her base. I've not been using these because I've been having Mirai as a doll and things. I don't know if one is different to the other. I think this looks a little bit smaller, so I presume this is the one that goes in the back of here. It might need a bit of a wiggle. Oh gosh, it's a bit, I might be putting the wrong end in, so that's why it's not going in. Like I say, I've never used one of these, I don't know. It's sort of in, but not really. No, that hasn't gone in. Let me try this side. No, maybe, am I getting this wrong? Nendoroid people, please help. Oh, it looks like it's a hexagon. So it does look like it has a certain way it should go in. Maybe I've got it at the wrong angle. My thumb is going numb trying to do this. Right, I think that's in. And hopefully I've got it the right way. So I'm bending it like that. I bet the regular Nendoroid collectors, if you're watching this video, you're thinking, oh my goodness, you were just butchering this video. You can get different kind of stands for these for them to stand on that look a little bit less unsightly. Oh, she's waving now. So I'll pop her there a moment. So she's got the little cat ears, which came with the doll as well, actually. But the things that this doll has, that this Nendoroid has, that the doll doesn't have, is she's holding something. It might be a mobile phone. We've got two spare neck joints. They're different colours, actually. And we don't have face plates with the doll. Oh, how lovely. Right, shall I try one of these? See if they fit on an Nendoroid doll. I'm learning on the job with these, so I'm having help with people on a Nendoroid Facebook group in a chat area, and Zoe especially is being very helpful. So Zoe, if you come across my video, thank you so much. I did leave a really nice post about you all and the help. Oh my goodness, it fits. And admin just weren't allowing it. It was just getting left. Oh my goodness. Yes, they fit the dolls. Oh, that is so exciting. I'm so happy. She's got a different expression. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, I'm currently watching episode 10 of series 1 of Love is War. I'm on episode 10. Now, all the way through it, she's wore a winter school uniform, which is this one. She's wore a summer uniform. And then on the final one, she wears a pink kimono. And I just couldn't believe that I'd bought the kimono. Right, I am going to put the kimono that I've got on Mirai on Kaguya. I'm having this, I've got to be really careful that I don't lose this little plait or braid, wherever you come from, on Mirai, because it does, one of them falls out really easily. So it's nice to know this was a kimono I bought from AliExpress that was advertised for OB11. Now the YMY11 bodies, which is this one, are very similar size, but they've been okay on this body. Now you'll be able to see the stained feet if there's no faces in the picture. That's how they're looking now. They are looking a lot better, but they are still stained. Right, here you go, Mirai, here's your stained body back. I might get her back on her Nendoroid body for a moment for this video, but I'm going to put the kimono back. I'm getting used to their names. I really struggle. Now, yeah, it does really look like the pink kimono that she wore, although she did wear the red thong shoes in the episode. But how funny, I didn't know, did I? So that's the doll, the little face. Because I've got 3 Kagiyas now, I could actually have all the face plates on in one go. So this is my other doll. So if I take this off, do you know what I might do? I might put her uniform on just for this. I might take a photo. Right, take that off, I'll put that over here. I think it's best to have the back of the head on first, I think. Oh, I think that face would have been actually quite good with the kimono, because she's quite sad. Sorry, no spoilers. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. Right, let's do a swap. I'm so happy they're all compatible. It's so much fun. I can actually have all 3 faces in use if I want to then. Right, maybe I'm going to get a uniform then, bear with me. I've decided to use some of the cat pieces. Now the ones that come with the Nendoroid dolls, they're separate pieces like this. It's not a headband. You slide these things in and then squeeze the head together. And then you can move them around to the place that you want them. And now I'm not going to put her socks on. I'm only going to oh, it's come off. I'm just going to put her shoes on. Well, I'll put her these on after. I'm knocking them off. Maybe these are some tips. Put their clothes on first. I'll pop her hand out because I'm changing her hands, you see. Right, let's try and put these back in again. Now I suppose if you're just displaying these, they'd be a bit safer. Put a little shoes on. Hopefully her feet don't come off in the shoes because I've not got no socks on. You can have that happen with dolls, that their feet come off. They can get stuck inside their shoes. There we go. So this is Kaguya. 3 ways. 2 in doll form, 1 in Nendoroid form. A kimono, 3 different faces. Oh, how lovely. Right, I'm going to take a photo and maybe I'll show it in my video. Can you see these? Sorry if the angle's bad. Right, let's get Chica Fujiwara out. don't, oh there's a stand. I didn't know where a stand had gone actually. So put that over there. See, the dolls are magnetic, and then we have this pack again. But these aren't. Oh, she's so sweet. And she's got this little hat, look. Little detective hat. I don't know which way she wears it. Oh, it's so sweet. No, you didn't get that with the doll. Excuse my nails, I'm going out this evening and I haven't painted my nails yet. Got wet hair as well. So this is the same face, but they are different, look. The doll, the Toy Tech and Good Smile doll. The hair's slightly different shade as well, a little bit. Yeah, I like them both. I think this one looks almost a bit lavender looking and this a bit pinker. Maybe they fade a little bit over time. Oh gosh, I'm not holding them up to the camera. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at them. Hopefully I was able to zoom in. So these are the spare faces. Whose face do I change? Do you know what? I'm not really in the mood for changing anybody's face. I know that they fit now, so I'm happy. And the hat will fit her as well, the doll. That's so nice. Now I really wish I was a bit more experienced with these for this video, but there you go. I think that's how it goes. So Chica doesn't get the cat ears, but she does get the cat ears in the doll form, which is nice actually, and she gets the cat paws and things. So yeah, you do get some differences having the two. If I just move her out of here, put those in together. Could be getting a kimono for Chica, couldn't I? So just so they've got something to wear. These are the things that you get in here. Oh, those are hands clasped together. Oh, that's really very sweet. Some different shoulder pieces and she's got pointing fingers. I'm so delighted to have these. They've been way more exciting than I first realised, having the Nendoroid form of them. I'm going to attempt building the stand of this. I could have done with some scissors actually. Right, scissors. Oh, you can't see her, can you? So I've already got the body. The body came all put together, so that's not an issue, but it shows you how the body comes apart, which is useful to know how your body works. But it's the stand that I'm looking at. Actually, there's I don't know what that's for, but I'll figure this out. Right, I can see this. There should be 3 of these. There's some like arm looking pieces, which I can see, 2 of those. There's this funny shape here. I've got that. There's like a claw. Now it might say how many claws, but I can't read Japanese, but it looks like I've got 2 here. And then there's 2 things that look like this, and they are different thicknesses. That's got like a double thing, and that's 1. I can't tell which is which on that picture, but I'm guessing when I'm putting this together it'll become clear. There's a screwdriver in here, and there's little nuts and screws here as well, which is really useful. So maybe, do you think I should maybe start from the bottom? I'm just wondering how these go in. Oh, right, I think I can figure this out. If I look at these, they've got a slot. So I think something will dig into there. I think it will be this one. Let me have a look closely at this picture. Oh no, by the look of it, it's the thick one that goes in at the bottom, but I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, it fits in. Okay, I think that's what that picture is showing there. And it wants you to put one of these arms in and then put a screw and a nut in. Oh, I'm opening the wrong bag, sorry. Right, I'm going to get a little trinket to put these in. I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I've got a saucer. Now, I didn't take this saucer from Costa Coffee. This was a Christmas gift. The cups you get at Christmas now, they don't come with any saucers, unfortunately. So I'll put this to the side. So let's have a look. So we have to put one of these narrow ends. See, they're thick on one end and then thin on the other. We need to put one of these thin ends in. And then we're going to put a screw. I'll see if there's any shapes. Oh, okay, I can see something here. Let me take those out. I'm going to remove this if I can, poke it out. Now, I've looked at this closely and you can see there's a nut shape on that side. So basically, it does make a difference. I've got to put the nut in the angle, in the shape, because that stops it moving, you see. And then we put the screw in this side. I'm sorry about this, it is rather fiddly. I'll pop that in again. I will hold that on. Pop this screw in like this. And I'm holding it from the other side so it doesn't fall out. So let's try this. Yeah, it feels like it's getting tighter, like it doesn't want to go anymore, so I think it's done it. Yeah, it has. Oh, success. Right, let's do another one. I'll check again. So yeah, I can see that there's a hexagon kind of shape that side, so I know that's where the bolt goes. I'm holding it on again. I suppose this will get a little bit trickier as the whole thing gets bigger and bigger, but I am obviously trying to show you on film, so I've got gravity going against me. Right, now let's do the third one, because you can see there's 3 on here. The final one. It is getting a tad trickier. Yeah, I don't think that's in place. I can see all the way through now. I could see that there was something blocking the hole a moment ago. There we go. So you need to be quite nimble-fingered, I think, to do this. Right, that's the bulk of it done, isn't it? So there's some diagrams here about this and this. So I think basically you've got a choice by the look of it. That's why you've got 2 of these maybe. Right, let me have a little think about this and I'll... Right, I think you have to make a choice on how you want to use this. So if you want they call it the neck. Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to be able to put this together. Basically, I've got to put another thing in here. And I've got the screw but there wasn't another nut. So I am oh, here it is. No, tell a lie. It was on the floor. Oh, thank goodness. Right. So yes, the next thing is whatever we choose to do, we've got to put in this piece here. So it's like the same thing again. We put the nut in there. We slide the item in that we want to screw in. And we pop the screw down. Now the next thing, there's no bolting and screwing involved. It's a case of just changing it as you want to use this. So basically you can use this as it is. There's a little plastic bit on the end of here. Maybe that may need removing. It might be a bit of a discrepancy. I've got some wire cutters here. Jewellery wire cutter, so I've just snipped that off. You could always get a nail file or something on there to smooth that over if you have that issue. Now I'll just remove this. This is this doesn't have any holes in the back of it, I don't think. This item. No, there's no holes in the back of this. So unfortunately, she's going to be naked. I might as well take her shoes off. Now, one of these shoes didn't have a magnet in it, look. Unless it's been painted. Yeah, they've painted over it because it does stick. So, this will go in the hole in the back. Now, she has got this ponytail thing going on. So you could use it like that. You could stand it away from the doll behind her. I'll get it in shot so you can see. So you can have your doll being held like that. I suppose you could stand her on the stand if you wanted that. So you wanted to stand on it, so it took up less space on your surface. So it's a choice basically. Now the other options are, by the look of this, you've got a neck restrainer. So there's two different thicknesses of neck here. So you can put this around your doll's neck. Now this wouldn't be great. Well, it does work for her actually. I didn't think it would work because I didn't think there'd be room. But yeah, you can hold her around her neck. So that would be really useful for me when she's wearing this kimono, because there's no hole. I could pick a hole in the back of here if I was that bothered and then reinforce either side of the hole. But if, oh sorry, Shanonia, oopsie. But if I didn't want to do that, I could use this neck restrainer, which is really good. So we've tried that one. And I think that size for her is okay. There is a smaller one. This one. Let's see if it fits her. Because obviously this is the body it comes with. So yeah, you can put it around higher up on her neck. On the smaller bit. So yeah, she can fit either. That's useful. Now let's have a look at this. I think this is a waist restrainer. I suspect you'd have to put these over the top. Like this. This would have to be dropped down quite a bit to go around the doll's waist. I don't want to scratch her. Oh, wait, oh no, what am I doing? They're on a hinge, so I don't need to scratch her. So you claw her around the waist like that and stand her up like that. So that's really very good, isn't it? Now this, I think, came with this double coated tissue tape. And I do think this might have came with her. No, it didn't. That must have came with another doll because it says Good Smile Company. So no, that didn't come with this. I didn't know if this goes underneath here, maybe. Maybe this has got it's still, you know, something, a pad or something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure that, unless I translate something on here, then yeah, it's actually, there is English words here, look. I didn't notice this before. Neck clamp, back clamp, platform adapter clamp, 3 connecting rods, platform waist clamp, screws. Yeah, so I was just like trying to figure this out by looking at the pictures most of the time, and there's actually English on there. I'm not going to give her the female bust. And this character, she doesn't have a very big bust anyway, so if you've watched the show, Kaguya-sama Love is War, left over right with a kimono. You only have it right over left when you die. so remember that. Which way should I put this? I can't remember which way I had it before, actually. Now, I haven't ever changed her hands since she's been on this body either. And that's mainly because she's been wearing this kimono. So there hasn't been a huge amount of need, because well, actually, she did have a little bag with this. So it would be quite nice for her to have a grabbing hand. To take that one off. Oh my goodness. They're really tough. Oh no, I don't like, is that what I said before? I don't really want to. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this, because yeah, I just don't want the risk. I don't want the risk of having an issue. So I'm sorry that this isn't the best of demonstrations. Now I need to choose which way I use this. So I think I'm going to use the larger of the neck to use for her stand for now. So all the other bits I'm now going to place inside this bag, so they're all safe. And I'm going to put the screwdriver in here. You never know, maybe I'll need it in the future. Yeah, I'm sorry that I haven't demonstrated everything. It wasn't my plan anyway. I only planned on putting this together, this stand. So I did what I intended on doing, but I was going to do a bit more. But yeah, I'm a bit worried about it. So let's put her little shoes on. I've not worried about putting any socks on her, because I don't think these are going to stain her feet or anything. So I'll pop this around her neck. I have to move her forward a little bit. There we go. She's standing up nicely on there, so I'll stand her over here and then I'll show you. So here she is. Now regarding the hands, what I would feel a lot happier doing if I had 2 sets of pliers to hand, I would put 1 set of pliers on the ball joint of the wrist and then the other set of pliers on the hand and pull in opposite directions. But I only had 1 set of pliers to hand, so I didn't really want to risk doing anything really. I didn't want to break the ball joint or anything, so I opted out. But here's my sewing books here that arrived yesterday. And I didn't make this kimono, by the way. I got this from AliExpress. It's the only item of clothing I've bought for Nendoroid dolls so far. But this is for an OB11. However, I have tried it on a archetype body and it was okay on that as well. Maybe I'll put a photograph on the screen of Mirai wearing it. Mirai is a Nendoroid, which I put on on her body actually. So yeah. But I've got another of her, so I didn't mind giving up that body, and as well she'd got this body. Hope that makes sense. Now I recommend keeping this box maybe put your instructions inside. I'll put this in. Maybe one day I'll figure out what it's for. Maybe I'll watch someone else's YouTube video and I'll see them using it. And I'm going to put all those pieces in here. Now, if I do decide to change any of these items at a later date, I will film it and I'll let you know. But I'm going to put those all in there and keep that safe. Keep that with my Nendoroid boxes and things. Yeah, I'm going to have to think of, I'm quite new into this Nendoroid world, and I need to think about how I'm going to store things, because I kind of been putting everything back in their original boxes, and then it's a bit of a pain keep getting them and things. But yeah, but then if I take them all out and put them into individual kind of storage, am I going to forget whose they are? Unless I make little labels, have a thing that I label it and I put which character it is and things. That's an option, isn't it? So thank you so much for joining me for this video. This is my entire Nendoroid collection. Now, one of these is actually a proper Nendoroid, Mirai, the red head at the back, but she's on an archetype body. So it appears that I have 5 dolls and 2 regular Nendoroids, but I've actually got 4 dolls and 3 regular Nendoroids. But it's just because I've put one on a body, because I've got that extra MYM11 body, so it's give me an extra doll. So Mirai can be whatever she wants to be, a Nendoroid or a doll. But I've took the clothes off. Well, obviously Mirai hasn't got any doll clothes because she's an Nendoroid, and I've taken the dark clothing off these because I don't want them getting stained. So that's why I've got all these sewing books so I can leave them in some clothes so they can stop being naked. It's such a shame, isn't it? Thank you for joining me. Bye. Now, thank you for spending this last hour with me. Now, I've got more footage for you, more Nendoroid footage I have been making for them, and I've got some more unboxings to show you. So, because of the length of this video, I've decided to end it here, but I will be back soon with some more Nendoroid video for you. Bye!